Method patterns provide a way to accurately and quickly identify one or more method definitions or invocations. Unlike traditional text-based searches that can result in thousands of irrelevant matches, method patterns are type-aware and will therefore only find relevant results.
We're going to use Moderne to look for usages of particular methods using something called a method pattern, which is a syntax that's common across a number of different recipes in OpenRewrite. If I just look for find method, I'm going to find a number of recipes here. 47 recipes match this. And if I start opening them up and looking at their options, I see this one has a thing called method pattern. There's a helpful little guide here about, trying to guide you to the syntax, but we're going to walk through the syntax here. There's also a link here to the documentation page, which this video is linked to as well. If I look at other ones, so find method usages had that option. Find usages of deprecated methods has the same method pattern, but it's looking for other kinds of things. If I'm looking for finding flow between two methods, I've got two method patterns in this one. So this is a really common thing across a number of recipes. So let's start with something simple like looking for, Java util list add. And this is, I want to look for all method calls of add on the list class or interface. And in this case, I'm going to say I also want to match on implementations of list. So array list and so forth. We want to match on those. This is a good example, I feel like, because there's a lot of methods called add. And if, you could be adding an HTTP header, you could be adding, to a set, but I want to restrict the search to only match on this type. So let's do this run on the OpenRewrite organization of 40 repositories. If I start looking into some of the results, I'm going to see that you can see here that there's a variable list object arguments. It is an array list, and I'm calling arguments.add right here. There's probably a list somewhere that's of APIs. And so you can see we're just matching only on those add methods that match the requirement that they are a list. So let's go back here to the recipe options for a moment and just kind of examine some other alternatives. So, for, the basic case, we just used the fully qualified name of the type that we want to match, and then the name of the method. And then this is the place where we can specify arguments. Very commonly, we use the dot dot, which is just represents any number of arguments. That's different from saying wildcard. Wildcard here would mean I'm going to match on a single argument, and it is, in the root package. So, it doesn't have a package qualifier, and it's of any name. So that means a very specific thing, and we'll break this down a little bit more, but dot dot is a really common form here. If I want to match on any type in the java.util package, I could say java.util.star here. And now I would match on set as well. I would match on implementation like queue or stack. These would match as well. If I want to match on any method in any sub package of java dot, I would say java, dot dot star here. And so the dot dot says any number of packages between, Java and the type name. If I want to match on just literally any type name at all, I have this kind of almost looks like a eyes with an antlers on top or something like that, like cute little face here. It's like star dot dot star. I'm saying any package name. Of course, this does match on no package name at all, and just any type name at the end of that. Let's run this one again, because this is the widest form of, looking for any method named add. And of course, a lot of these probably are going to be list adds because that's the most common one. But you can see here, there's a new hash set dot add. So we're already matching on something beyond just a basic list. So hopefully that explains that piece of it. that is most of what you want to know about method matching.
To learn more about Moderne and OpenRewrite, check out our documentation.